Hello, everyone, and welcome inside to Game Night Live Rewind at UCCU Ballpark. The 5A baseball playoffs are well underway with today's matchup featuring the 22-ranked Maple Mountain Golden Eagles and second-ranked Lehi Pioneers. We are set to get things underway. Jackson Brousseau gets to start on the mound. Delivering ball one. That one's fouled back for the first strike. Grounder goes directly to McGuire Madsen, who bobbles it for a moment, but gets it to first in time for the out, retiring Mike Bennett. So first out will bring up Jackson Hollenhouse. He'll be followed by Dax DeWitt. Bennett Everett will bat fourth. Caleb Chandler batting fifth. Cooper Siemens batting sixth. Sawyer Leifson batting in the seventh spot. Cooper Rollins in the eighth. And Corbin Bailey batting ninth. Brousseau delivers another ball low to the outside. Started each at-bat with two balls. Brousseau gets the start on the mound for the Pioneers. So that one's fouled off. It'll be Madsen at the catcher spot. Ashton Holbrook at first. Mentioned McGuire Madsen, the one who just made the play. At second, Braden Willis at third. Jake Olson at shortstop. Bowen Ingersoll. In left field, Zach Evans in center field. And Wack Christensen in right field. Count evened at 2-2 after two straight strikes delivered. Brousseau looking for his first strikeout of our first game. And he's got it. Hollingshouse disagrees with the call by our home plate umpire, but it will stand. Bring up Dax DeWitt, the catcher, a senior. I look to avoid making it 3 up, 3 down. Grounder, hit fair. Willis on it. Makes a high throw, but leaping, grabbing it, and touching down on first in time was Ashton Holbrook. So the Pioneers make quick work of the Maple Mountain batting order. And we'll turn it over to the other side. After 3 quick outs.
Ouch! Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey! Prescription pain pills can be dangerous!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
And welcome back in to Utah Valley University. Look at how things look now for the 2-seeded Pioneers at the bats. First will be McGuire Madsen, followed by Jake Olson. Jackson Brousseau will bat third. Maddox Madsen batting cleanup. Boston Bingham batting fifth. Wack Christensen batting sixth. Bowen Ingersoll batting seventh. Zach Evans will bat eighth. And Braden Willis, the man who just got the Pioneers out of the inning, batting ninth. For the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles in the field, Dax DeWitt at the catcher spot. Cooper Siemens at first. Mike Bennett at second. Cooper Rollins at third. Corbin Bailey at shortstop. Caleb Chandler in left field. Jackson Hollenhouse in center field. Bennett Everett in right field. And Chase Johnston gets the start on the mound for the Golden Eagles. Looking at the Golden Eagles season so far, 16-16. They were 6-9 in region play, but then got hot going into the playoffs. First got the win versus Provo, then won the final game versus Murray after going 1-1 to begin the playoffs. And then they got the huge upset over top-seeded Spanish Fork. Now they face a tough test in the Pioneers. Strike one's delivered, dead center. No one was able to reach base for Maple Mountain. See if Lehi can change that in their batting order as this grounder heads directly to Bennett. Easily retiring Madsen. That'll bring up Jake Olson, the junior, shortstop. Olson awaits the Johnston pitch. That's the first strike pass. It's our first of 4 games today at UCCU. The 5A playoffs well underway in the 2022 Utah Baseball Championships. Two balls allow Olson to pull ahead in the count, 2-1. Chops this one to Bailey. Bailey gets the out. So Jackson Brousseau, the junior pitcher, now comes back up. He's also the starting quarterback for the Pioneers. Brousseau lets the breaking ball pass. It's a Lehi team 21-4 on the season, an impressive 15-3 in region play. Brousseau ready for the 0-2 pitch. First ball of the at-bat delivered by Johnston. Brousseau nearly hit by that one. So the count is evened at 2-2. For Maple Mountain. (21-4). Mentioned the record on the season as Brousseau grounds this one up the gut. He'll reach first. The first base hit of the day. Skidded off the pitcher's mound and perfectly up the middle. So we're going to have a pinch runner come in for Brousseau. Robertson heads to first. It's Jamin Robertson in place of the pitching Brousseau. So 2 outs for Lehi. Got a runner on first who was nearly retired just as quickly as Roberts had to dive back to avoid being tagged out by Siemens. Lehi's won their last 5 games. Make it 6, actually, as they swept Alta and Timpview in their most recent weekly series. Stepping out and resetting is going to be Maddox Madsen, the senior catcher. Waits the pitch from Johnston. And this single will break free into right field. So back-to-back base hits for the Pioneers. As Madsen drives one through right field. That'll bring up Boston Bingham with 2 runners now on base for Lehi. Can have another pinch runner come on in Mays Madsen. So Mays Madsen on first. Jamin Robertson on second. Boston Bingham, the DH. Looking to get the scoring going for the Pioneers. He'll call for time. So it'll be Bingham with Wack Christensen on deck. Ingersoll in the hole. Still the 2 outs in the inning, but bats currently hot for Lehi. Curveball sails to the outside for a ball. Have a good crowd on hand today for action in our first game at Utah Valley University. One oh the count. Bingham fouls it off. Back over everyone's heads. Bingham, the junior DH, ready for the 1-1 pitch. But first, a pickoff attempt where they almost got him. That was Corbin Bailey who snuck behind. Jamin Robertson on second. So 1-1 the count remains. Bingham. That's another low ball pass. Robertson continues to have strong leadoffs on second. Tempting Johnston. Two 2-1 the count after the pass ball. That'll make it 3-1. Another one sails outside. Johnston, after retiring the first 2 batters of the Pioneers order in Madsen and Olson, now in danger of loading the bases. Boston Bingham, ready for it. And he'll get the walk. So Bingham, the first walk of the afternoon for either team, and that'll load things up for Lehi. Wack Christensen now due up. The senior right fielder. Johnston trying to make sure things remain knotted at 0. Christensen takes a hack, gets nothing on the first pitch delivered by Johnston. Robertson on third. Madsen on second. That ball squeezes past and allow our first run to score on the day. Jamin Robertson sliding home. Gives the Pioneers the early advantage. One and one the count. Madsen able to advance to third. Bingham now on second. What looked to be a promising start for Maple Mountain. Defensively quickly evaporated. Another low ball pass, but this one well trapped by Dewitt. Making sure another run would not score. Three-one the count. 2 hits for the Pioneers. Brousseau, grounded it right up the middle. Madsen hit the line drive into right, and Bingham had the walk. But the pass ball delivered to Wack Christensen. What allowed Robertson to score? 3-1 the count. Christensen disagreed with the call, but it'll be a strike, so full count, the first time we've encountered it today. As Christensen taps home, and he'll wait for the Chase Johnston pitch. That ball delivered inside and low. Back-to-back walks for Johnston as Christensen takes first. Bases once again loaded. Bowen Ingersoll, head coach of the Pioneers, Jason Ingersoll's son. Bowen, the left fielder, a junior. Looks to continue an impressive two-out rally for Lehi. And he was hit by a pitch. So took that one off the behind. And that's going to allow Madsen to score. Going to see our first mound meeting of the day. That's Coach Alec Carlson. Or excuse me, that is Jeremy Thomas. Making his way out, the head coach of Maple Mountain, as they'll talk things over. Talked about it. It was such a promising start for Johnson on the mound. The 2 quick outs, but since then, Brousseau, the one who got things done for the Pioneers in the field, is the first one to rock him, and since then come undone. Madsen, the base hit, then back-to-back walks, and then hits Ingersoll with the pitch on just the second one delivered. Bring in another run. Zach Evans, the center fielder, a senior. So it's Bingham on third, Christensen at second, and Ingersoll, who was just hit by that pitch, on first. So it's Zach Evans, then Braden Willis, and we'll turn it back over to the top of the order if the Golden Eagles are unable to get the out. The winner of this game will go on to play the winner of our second game between Orem and Bountiful. That game. First pitch set for 1:30. That's 3 straight balls now, delivered by the struggling Johnston. See if he can get back on track here and avoid walking in another run. And that ball delivered high, allowing Bingham to cross home. 3 runs now for the Pioneers. They hold the early lead at UCCU Ballpark. Still 2 outs, with Braden Willis due up, the junior third baseman. Bases remain loaded. Wack Christensen now on third. Ingersoll to second. Evans to first. There's yet to be a run scored off a hit. Johnston was able to get back ahead in the count. It's now even at 1-1. As Willis looks to bring more of his teammates home. Beautiful delivery from Johnston, who's now just 1 out, 1 strike away. He's been 1 out away, 1 strike away from getting his team out of the inning. 1-2 pitch set to be delivered. Willis, it's a short rolling single. Easily played by Johnston, who finally gets his team out of the inning. But what looked like it was going to be 3 up, 3 down quickly turned into multiple walks, walked in runs. So 2 hits in the inning, 3-run score for the Pioneers. We move into the second. Lehi with the lead.
Jake said these are awesome for studying.
Line. You shouldn't ever take someone else's medication.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about the dangers of sharing prescriptions.
Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark. As Braden Willis was the last batter to be retired, allowing Maple Mountain to return to home plate. Bennett Averett, sophomore, a right fielder. It'll be Averett, followed by Caleb Chandler and Cooper Samons. That one's popped up and over everyone's heads. So it's a 3-0 Pioneers lead. Maple Mountain look to get back into it. That one's fouled off. There's 3 up, 3 down quickly for Coach Jeremy Thomas's Golden Eagles. 0-2 the count. Outside pitch delivered by Brousseau. Now there's fouled off at a near identical spot to even the count. As our top of the second gets underway. So 3 straight balls fouled off by Averett. Steps back in, awaiting the 1-2 pitch. And it's another chopped foul. So the 4th straight one. Averett protecting home plate. Trying to stay alive and look to avoid being would be Jackson Brousseau's 2nd strikeout of the day. Brousseau delivers and gets him. 2nd strikeout of the game for Brousseau as Averett is retired. That'll bring up the left fielder, Caleb Chandler, a senior for Maple Mountain. Look to get the bats hot for the Golden Eagles, who trail early. Ball 1 delivered. Brousseau wastes no time. Fires another in. That one's a strike. Chandler. Wisely doesn't swing at the outside ball. Brousseau yet to allow a Golden Eagle to reach base. As another's fouled into the net. So the 2-2 count. Brousseau trying to get his 2nd consecutive strikeout. It would be his 3rd of the game. And he'll do just that. It was dropped, so got to get the throw to first, and they will. But how about the start for Jackson Brousseau, who's been lights out for Lehi? Cooper Siemens, the first baseman, a junior, now steps in to face the strong Brousseau. He'll watch strike one pass. That ball even the count at 1-1. Low pitch delivered to the outside. Brousseau looking to even the count. He'll do that after it's chopped. Looked like it may have hit the foot of Siemens, who's trying to shake it off. First inning, it was 3 up, 3 down for Maple Mountain. Looking to avoid doing the same in the second, as they struggle to figure out Brousseau. But this single is going to break free. Diving effort unsuccessful by Jake Olson. As Siemens gets the first hit of the day for the Golden Eagles. That'll mean Sawyer Leifson is due up, the freshman. The only one for Maple Mountain in the starting batting order. Siemens on first. This short roller takes a bounce. Unable to play it in time was Madsen. So the second baseman stopped it for a moment, but couldn't turn around and get it over to first in time. Back-to-back base hits for the Golden Eagles. That'll be the first error of the game as well. Charge to Lehi. Cooper Rollins. The third baseman, a junior, as the Golden Eagles now look to mount their own 2-out rally. Something Lehi was able to do, scoring all 3 of their runs with 2 outs. That one's popped over. Brousseau delivers a strike, so allowing him to pull ahead in the count, 1-2. Brousseau checks behind, fires the pitch in, and this one is lifted into right field, but making the grab is Watt Christensen. Christensen makes the play in right field and leaves 2 stranded on for Maple Mountain. They had 2 hits, but unable to score any runs. We move into the bottom of the second. Lehi's still in front.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Lehi looking to extend their 3-0 lead. So McGuire Madsen returns for his second at-bat. Last time we saw him, grounded out to second. Pioneers able to escape, leaving two stranded on in the top of the second. 1 pitch set to be delivered by Johnston, who had a strong start before things unraveled. Madsen on the season, batting .284. And he lifts this one directly to Bennett, who makes the catch. So the second baseman using the speed and able to make the leaping out. Bennett's retired Madsen in both times. Jake Olson now due up. Olson grounded out to Corbin Bailey at shortstop. In his last appearance, Olson, .418 the batting average, 33 hits on the season and 79 at-bats. Leads his team in doubles with 9. .2-0 the count. This one's fouled back into the net. So Olson 2-1. Holds the bat high. Launches one into left field. And it's gone. Our first home run of the day. Lifted out of UCCU ballpark by Jake Olson. Pioneers faithful fired up as he crosses home and is greeted by all of his teammates. It's a 4-0 Lehi lead now. With one of the biggest reasons Maple Mountain doesn't have any runs, Jackson Brousseau due back up. Brousseau got the hitting started on the day for the Pioneers. Driving one right off the mound that squeezed into center field. Brousseau lets the first strike pass. Looking to build off the Olson momentum. This one's fouled off. So 0-2 the count, 1 out already. Brousseau batting .431 on the season, 65 at-bats, 28 hits. I actually said Olson led the team in doubles. Him and Brousseau tied, both with 9. For Olson, that was just his second home run on the season. Couldn't come at a better time. The playoffs just getting underway. Two inside pitches, leaving the count at 2-2 for Brousseau. Do see some action in the bullpen for Maple Mountain as Johnston trying to regain control. Started both of his innings with 2 quick outs, but has struggled, or a quick out I should say, as he's still in search of the second one here. But the 3-2 pitch set to be delivered to Brousseau, who will walk to first. As the curveball sailed too far to the outside. So Brousseau, the junior, once again, going to be replaced by the first run of the day for the Pioneers. And Jamin Robertson. The 4th walk allowed on the day by Johnston. Maddox Madsen return. He had the line drive into right field. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. At Robertson on first. Madsen looking to be the second Madsen in the inning for Lehi to get a hit. And he'll do just that. As the grounder squeaks through for the single. Advancing Robertson to second and landing himself on first. Boston Bingham, the DH, returns. As another Madsen, Mays Madsen, goes to second once again. Madsen was batting .436 on the season, and it's 2 for 2 already on the day. Bingham awaits the pitch, stealing and making it safely to third was Robertson. So Robertson shows why he's the first one that Coach Ingersoll calls on when he needs to make a change on the base paths to give Brousseau a break since he, of course, is pitching. So it's Robertson at third. Madsen to second. It's Mays Madsen who came in place of Maddox Madsen. We'll see a meeting take place as Dewitt's going to head to the mound to talk things over with Johnston. 0-2 the count, still just one out in the inning. Bats have been hot for the Pioneers early. First ball of the at-bat delivered to Bingham. It was the first walk of the day that Johnston surrendered. Doing so again would load the bases. Be the second consecutive inning that if Bingham reached base, it would do just that, load him up. He lifts this one into right field. Looks like it's going to be foul, but a chance to make a play on it was Averett, and he'll do that. Leaping play, trying to make it, and he missed it. So Averett tried to get it to do it in time. That was Robertson, who came over from third. And able to score another run for Lehi. So it's now 5-0. So Wack Christensen now due up after Bingham flew out on the foul ball into left. Christensen was able to walk in the last time we saw him. Madsen now over to third. Johnston delivers the first strike, so our count 1-1 now. Pioneers scored 3 runs in the first. What would be the third run of the inning. Sits on third in Madsen with Christensen due up. For Christensen, he's batting .352 on the season. 25 hits and 71 at-bats. That's another pass to the outside, pulling ahead in the count, 3-1. He's looking to walk to first for the second straight inning. Christensen bites on it, brings us to full count. Johnston yet to get a strikeout today. Can he change it? We'll see after another's fouled off. So 2 outs in the inning. Christensen fighting to keep it alive. Johnson. That single takes a hop off the mound. Reaching center field, allowing another Pioneer to score. Madsen crosses home. Gonna see Coach Thomas make his way back out to the mound. Talk things over with Johnston for the second time, and that's going to do it for Johnston. So Maple Mountain's going to call on a new pitcher, and we're going to step away while he warms up. And when we return, we'll give you the numbers on the newest Maple Mountain player on the mound. When we come back, you're watching Game Night Live Rewind.
Ouch! Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey! Prescription pain pills can be dangerous.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
So Blake Carter gets the call from Coach Thomas. Carter, a sophomore, look to come things and get the last out for Maple Mountain. Coach Jeremy Thomas opted to make a change. 6-0 our score in the bottom of the second. We're 1 and 2 innings into our game. 5 hits given up by Maple Mountain. With Ingersoll due up, followed by Zach Evans and Braden Willis, the back half of the Pioneer batting order. Carter's first challenge will be Ingersoll hit by a pitch. The last time we saw him, the junior left fielder. Carter set for his first delivery. It's a ball to the outside. Head coach Jason Ingersoll of the Pioneers has to be elated with the start his team has gotten off to. Going for second and making it is Christensen. The count. Ingersoll takes a hack, gets nothing. A batter has yet to strike out on the day for the Pioneers. Carter looking to change that. Pickoff attempt was nearly successful. But Christensen able to make it in time. Two on the count. Ingersoll. That's the third ball of the at-bat, pass to the outside. Three-one pitch set to be delivered by Carter. In danger of walking the first batter he's faced. Instead, he'll reach full count. As Ingersoll fouls that one to the right. Maple Mountain just needs one more out to get out of the inning. Can Carter get the first strikeout on the afternoon for his team and do it here? Looked like they had the pickoff attempt at second with Corbin Bailey. Looked like he had Christensen beat. Unfortunately, Carter decided not to deliver it. See if he's able to move past the mental error. Instead, it'll be another fouled off. Christensen's been taking a strong lead off a few times now. Ingersoll batting .273 on the season. Has 12 hits and 44 at-bats. But this time he's able to walk to first. And on the pass ball, Christensen is going to reach third. So the second outs today proving to be elusive for the Golden Eagles. Excuse me, the final out, the third out. Bennett challenge early. Zach Evans returns. Zach Evans walked the last time we saw him. Blake Carter battled the full count, but still walked Ingersoll. Evans will look to walk for the second straight at-bat. But if he's able to make contact, he is batting .357 on the season. 20 hits in 56 at-bats. Showed bunt, but it's fouled off. So Christensen on third. Ingersoll to first. Pickoff attempt at Ingersoll, unsuccessful. Zach Evans waits on it. Lifts it in the center. Back on it is Hollingshouse, who makes the grab. Leaves two Pioneers stranded on. But Lehi was able to get a few more hits, one of which being a home run, as they nearly batted around the order once again. Finished one batter short of doing so. They lead 6-0 at Utah Valley.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Welcome back inside to UCCU Ballpark. Maple Mountain returning to the bats. Yet to have success against Brousseau today. So they'll look to change it here. Brousseau on the season has allowed 29 hits. In danger of allowing another or not. As Corbin Bailey was retired, popping out into left field. I'll bring back Mike Bennett. Grounded out to second the last time we saw him. Back to Brousseau. 29 hits, 10 runs, 8 of those earned. 7 walks, 25 strikeouts, and 138 batters faced. Brousseau has only given up 1 home run on the season. As another sent into the outfield, this time at center, with Zach Evans making the grab. It's been 2 up, 2 down just as quickly. for Lehi. Jackson Hollenhouse returns. He was the first strikeout of the day for Brousseau. Brousseau a 4-0 record on the season. 166 the ERA. He's done nothing but improve it with this start today. As we sit in the third inning. Only given up one hit. The other one was credited to an error. Hollenhouse thought about swinging at it. Wisely pulled back. For Hollenhouse, 321 the batting average. 26 runs on the year scored. 27 hits. Leads his team in home runs with 3. Him, Dewitt, and Thomas. The only 3 players on Maple Mountain with homers on the year. This one lifted into the bullpen of the Pioneers in foul territory. So our count goes to 3-1. 2 outs already in the inning. Hollenhouse, as that one looked, it was a strikeout, but it sailed far. So capitalizing on the chaos was Hollenhouse. As the strike was delivered, but it bounced off the padding of Maddox Madsen. It was a foot race, but by the time Madsen reached the ball, Hollenhouse was able to safely make it. So Hollenhouse technically 2 strikeouts to his day, but that time able to reach base, utilizing the speed. Dax Dewitt due up. Dewitt grounded out to third in his last plate appearance. Dewitt sends this one to center, and he's easily retired by Zach Evans. The Pioneers once again get out of the inning, leaving 1 runner stranded on for Maple Mountain as they look to extend their 6-0 lead when we return for the bottom of the third. Braden Willis due up for the Pioneers. Last time we saw him grounded out to Johnson when he was on the mound, but now Blake Carter takes over. Carter. It's another strike pass. So Braden Willis bites on that pitch, falling to 2-1 in the count. For Willis, batting .309 on the season. 55 at-bats. He fouls another back. 17 hits. He faces off against Christensen, who's even the count to 2-2. Outside pitch delivered, full count. The first batter for the Pioneers in Willis. Carter looking for the strikeout. Instead, he'll walk his second batter in just 3 faced. That'll bring McGuire Madsen back up. And then Jake Olson on deck. So it's Olson. So it's McGuire, then McGuire Madsen, then Jake Olson. Olson, who already had the home run. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. Carter set to deliver to Madsen, who is retired on the line drive to Bennett on second. Also grounded out to second before that. Madsen, the only Pioneer yet to reach base today. He'll look to change that here. As the first ball is delivered to him. Blake Carter, the sophomore, ERA 7.87, 1-1 record. He's allowed 13 hits, 14 runs, 12 of those earned, 10 walks, and 9 strikeouts to his name. In 64 batters faced. As he delivers his first strike of the at-bat to Madsen. One of 3 Madsen on Coach Jace Ingersoll's roster. 2-1 pitch is lifted in the left field, and that'll take a bounce. Maple Mountain struggling to get it. So it looks like it could be and will be a triple for Madsen, who brings in Willis. So the huge hit for McGuire Madsen. It was Jackson Holland's house who tried to make the diving effort for it. He was unable to, and it's past Caleb Chandler, on the bounce. So it allows the 7th run of the game. And that's going to be it for Blake Carter. So we'll step away and look at who Maple Mountain is called on as they make another pitching change, their 3rd of the game. When we come back to KSL Game Night Live Rewind.
Ouch! Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey! Prescription pain pills can be dangerous!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
Back here inside UCCU Ballpark at Utah Valley University, where the Lehi Pioneers lead the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles 7-0. 6 hits already for Lehi. As Maple Mountain makes another pitching change. This time it's Logan Smith, the junior. Takes the mound with no outs in the inning. After Blake Carter struggled to get his footing. So Jake Olson on deck. The last time we saw Olson, he drilled the homer into left field. So 2-1 the count. Facing Olson. Olsen with Madsen on third because of his triple. Strike delivered dead center by Logan Smith. One the count. Smith delivers another to the outside, bringing our count to 2-1. Olsen awaits the pitch. It's another to the outside. Stacks do it. Grabs it and returns it to Smith. 3-1 the count. Blake Carter walked the first batter he faced. Logan Smith avoiding to do the same. And he'll do that on the outside pitch. So Logan Smith walks Olsen. And I'll bring up Jackson Brousseau, who walked the last time he appeared. Had the base hit before that. So Maple Mountain has gone around the batting order just once. Completely. Lehi already around it twice. Brousseau. Do it. Faked it to second wisely. As it would have allowed Madsen to come home if he did make the throw. So Olsen to second, Madsen remaining on third. Still no outs in the inning for Maple Mountain. Smith will check back, get some signals from Corbin Bailey at shortstop. He's set to deliver the 1-1 pitch. As another to the outside is Dewitt. Has to jump to the right to block it with his body. Brousseau looking for his second base hit of the game. Opts not to sing at the strike, evening our count at 2-2. Still no strikeouts on the afternoon for Maple Mountain. Can they capture their first here in the fellow pitcher Brousseau? They will not. Instead, Brousseau's going to take that one off the shoulder. Not surprising to see him shake that one off, as he's used to being hit by defensive linemen, of course, during football season. And he'll once again have a pinch runner. And it'll once again be Jamin Robertson. Comes in to replace him on first, so base is loaded. After Smith has walked his first batter in Olsen and then hit Brousseau. Bringing Madsen back. Madsen with an opportunity to be the first batter to go 3 for 3. Won't come on that inside pitch. Seymour, another body warming up in the mound for Maple Mountain. With Logan Smith in danger of walking in. Another run. Instead, this one's sent to left. Easily caught by Chandler. Going for home and sliding in to make it an 8-0 game is McGuire Madsen, who had the triple a while ago. But the sacrifice fly works. In our 8-0 game. Bring up Boston Bingham. Look at the DH's day. Had to walk the first appearance. Before that, flew out in left field in foul territory, but it brought in a run in similar fashion that Madsen just did. Going for third, and the ball got away from Rollins as Olsen able to make it. So Olsen advances to third. Robertson now on second. Jamin Robertson. He's pinch running for Brousseau. Just one out in the inning for Maple Mountain. 1-0 the count, facing Boston Bingham. Ball's delivered inside for the 1-1 count. Smith sails another. Wide right. Bingham resets. Ready for the pitch from Smith. This one's launched into right field, but making the catch is Averett. And tagging up and easily scoring is Jake Olsen. 9-0. Pioneers lead it. Also tagging up was Robertson, who's now on third. So Boston Bingham for the second straight at-bat. This flew out to Averett. This one in fair play. The last one was foul. Wack Christensen now due up. Christensen. As that ball squeezes past, do it! And allows Robertson to cross home with ease. So 10-0, our score. Maple Mountain searching for answers. Just need one more out to get out of this inning. Last time Wack Christensen was due up. Brought in a run after he smashed one off the pitching mound. That ball he smashed off the mound ended up going into center field. He's now ahead in the count 3-0. And he will easily walk to first. The second walk of the day. Coach Thomas makes his way out to the mound once again. Could be the sign of another pitching change. We'll see if this is the end for Logan Smith. And it will be just that. So we're going to step away, and we'll give you the numbers on who Maple Mountain has decided to call to the mound. And when we return, you're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind.
Jake said these are awesome for studying.
Line. You shouldn't ever take someone else's medication.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about the dangers of sharing prescriptions.
Welcome back inside the UCCU ballpark where Jordan Hollingshouse gets the call to the mound. He'll be the fourth pitcher in our early afternoon matinee. Hollingshouse, ERA 2.66, a 6-2 record on the season. Pitched 58 innings, allowed 50 hits, 27 runs, 22 of those earned, 21 walks to 60 strikeouts. And 251 batters faced. He's due up to face Bowen Ingersoll. Stay at a glance, had a walk in his last appearance, and was hit by a pitch before that. So he's yet to put the ball in play, but has reached base both times all the same. So Ingersoll awaits the pitch, looking to keep the inning alive with Christensen, the lone base runner, on first. That one sails high. Christensen's going for second. Opportunity for a tag out will be successful, as looked like our second place umpire ruled that Christensen must have not been touching second. So he is retired, and that gets us out of the inning. But it was the most productive for the Pioneers as they scored 4 runs. We move into the 4th inning in our 10-0 game.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Jackson Brousseau, 43 pitches in and has been lights out. Only surrendered 1 hit through 3 innings played, as he's a large part of the reason the Pioneers have the 10-0 lead here at Utah Valley. Now due up to face Bennett Averett. Caleb Chandler will be on deck with Cooper Siemens in the hole. It's not the start that Maple Mountain hoped for, of course, but still an incredible postseason run it's been by them to even be in this position, as this one's sent high and called for by Evans. Comes down from center field to make the play. And retire Averett, who struck out in his last appearance. Caleb Chandler struck out in his last appearance as well. See if he could turn around his luck versus Brousseau. We talked about the run Maple Mountain's on. Had the big win versus Mary, winning that series in 3 games. Then did the same versus Spanish Fork. They lost the first one 9-4, but came back to win the second one 3-1 and in a tightly contested 6-5 in the last one. That one occurred. Those last two games occurring on Friday of last week. So that one's lifted foul. Striking out swinging is Chandler. The second time today he's been retired by Brousseau. The 5th strikeout of the day. For the righty Brousseau, but that time Bean's the batter. He hit Siemens. That'll bring up Sawyer Leifson, the freshman DH. Drove one directly at Madsen, who struggled to field it, allowing him to reach first. 2 outs in the inning for Maple Mountain if they'll see if they can turn around their luck versus Lehi. We talked about the strong season the two-seeded Pioneers are having. Started off their year. 6 straight wins. Would lose their next 2. Then win another 5 straight. This is a team that's been on a number of winning streaks throughout the season. Mentioned that 21-4 record, an impressive one on the season, and caught in a pickle and being retired is Siemens. As Maple Mountain is once again unable to score a run. So Lehi remains strong. They're looking to extend the 10-0 lead when we come back on KSL Game Night Live Rewind.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of View.
Lehi looking strong early. They lead 10-0 as we move into the bottom of the 4th. So Bowen Ingersoll will be due up. It'll be Ingersoll, followed by Evans and Willis. Ingersoll was at the plate when we last left the batting order of the Pioneers, but was unable to finish his at-bat because Watt Christensen was caught stealing. Reminder, look at the rest of the day's slate. We have Orem versus Bountiful, our 9-10 matchup, slated for 1:30. Ground ball fielded by Bailey. Gets it over to first. Retiring Ingersoll for the first time today. Bring up Zach Evans, who flew out to center the last time we saw him. So Orem Bountiful, our 1:30 game. And Jordan versus Wasatch, our 4:30 game. And Olympus taking on Salem Hills at 7. That's our schedule for day 1 of play. Evans takes a hack, gets nothing. Maple Mountain has given up at least 3 runs in each inning so far. But Holland's House looking to turn things around for his team. As this ground ball goes directly to Bennett on second, who gets the out. So 2 outs in the early going. So Braden Willis returns. Maple Mountain has yet to go 3 up. Has yet to force the Pioneers to go 3 up, 3 down with Willis. Now stepping in. Willis was retired after he drilled one to Johnston, the starting pitcher of the Golden Eagles, in his first at-bat, and then walked in the second. No one warming up for Maple Mountain, so this game firmly in the hands of Holland's House. As he sails back-to-back balls in. Able to find the strike zone with that one. Still no strikeouts on the day for the Pioneers. That one sent into the stands of UCCU Ballpark. McGuire Madsen in the top of the batting order for Lehi on deck. Is this one sent directly to shortstop Bailey? who on the move knocks it down, but unable to get on it in time. As Lehi gets their 7th hit of the afternoon. Off Willis's slicer. So McGuire Madsen was retired in his first 2 at-bats. Then had the triple the last time he was due up. Madsen is now batted in all 4 innings. Brought in a run on his previous triple as well. 2 pickoff attempts from Holland's house directed at Willis, unsuccessful. As he's set to deliver his first pitch to Madsen, who takes an aggressive swing and gets nothing on it. Madsen pops it high. Colliding, but still making the catch was Bennett Avery and Jackson Holland's house. Looks like they both tried to call for it, but Avery makes the grab despite taking the hit. Gets Lehi out of the bottom of the 4th. As for the first time, that Maple Mountain has not surrendered any runs to Lehi. They'll have one last chance to score some runs in the top of the 5th when we return at UCCU.
Ouch! Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey! Prescription pain pills can be dangerous!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
Welcome back inside to Utah Valley University. This is KSL Game Night Live Rewind. I'm JT Wistersill. Excited to be with you in what could be our final inning. Maple Mountain will need to score at least 1 run. They want to keep this one going. So we enter the top of the 5th. Brousseau has been outstanding in today's game. Swinging low at it and sending it high was Leifson, who's retired as he flies out to Ingersoll in left field. So Lehi 2 outs away from advancing. They'll play the winner of the Orem Bountiful game. Due up at 1:30, a little over an hour and a half away, as Maple Mountain will then go into our losers bracket. And what will be our second game tomorrow. Grounder will break through. This one is hit into right field. So Rollins reaches first the first time today. Bring up Corbin Bailey. Last time we saw Bailey, he flew out to left field. Bailey, the shortstop, a junior. Rollins also a junior. So delivers strike 1. Bailey awaits the pitch. Bailey on the season, batting .211 the average. 76 at-bats, 16 hits. This one sent high, but back on it is Evans, who makes the grab. So Mike Bennett, the first Golden Eagle to bat 3 times today, will now be due up. First at bat, grounded out to second. His last one flew out to center field, as Bailey just did. Ball 1 delivered. One oh the count. This one's chopped to Brousseau, takes a second and makes the throw. The Pioneers will take it 10-0 as the 2 seed advances, sending the 22nd seed in the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles into our losers bracket. As I mentioned, they will take on Lehi, set to take on the winner of our 9-10 matchup, Orem versus Bountiful. So the next game for Lehi 7 versus the winners for Maple Mountain. They'll play at 1:30 versus the loser of the Orem Bountiful game. But Brousseau was outstanding, threw a little over 50 pitches, gave up just 2 hits, no runs scored. Jake Olson had the home run in a phenomenal play. Everyone reached base for the Pioneers in what was an offensive effort, as head coach Jason Ingersoll has to love what he's seen from his squad, their first game into postseason play. They looked lights out. As everyone hit, the defense was outstanding. They had just 1 error in the game, and they take it, scoring 3 runs in the first and second inning, 4 in the third, equating to a 10-0 win. So the second seeded Lehi Pioneers defeat Maple Mountain by a score of 10-0 in our first game of action at Utah Valley University. I'm JT Wistersill. Thank you for tuning in.